A continuación, CPS Noticias.
It's Monday night, and it's time for CPS News with Brent and Jessy. News that speaks your language.
Good evening. April Fool's is over. Puerto Vallarta is not getting an underwater city. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just watch the last newscast. And I hope you had your glasses on for the eclipse today so you could actually see us on TV right now. But more importantly, you're in the right place. It's CPS News, the news that speaks your language. And tonight, it's April 8th. And we are so happy you tuned in. And beside me is, of course, my favorite co-host, co-anchor, and friend. Hi, Jessy.
Hey, Brent. I'm glad to hear that I'm your favorite.
Yes, no competition at all.
Thanks so much for tuning in to CPS tonight, you guys. We do have a lot of important news for you. And we also have a lot of events to talk about. So thanks for being here. But make sure to comment right below this video if you're watching us on YouTube, anytime about any of the events that you have coming up and any of the comments about this newscast. Do you like the news that we present? Let us know. Right?
Absolutely. I think that's enough chit chat for tonight. How's about we get to the headlines?
Tonight on CPS Evening News, here are the headlines for stories impacting our community. Luis Munguia launches campaign to oust Michels, promises ethical leadership for Puerto Vallarta. Maria de Jesus Lopez Delgado kicks off campaign as Morena's first female candidate for Puerto Vallarta mayor. She vows to tackle corruption and prioritize citizen needs. Crisis deepens in Tondoroque and San Pancho hospitals. Malfunctioning facilities, staff shortages, and inability to handle emergencies endanger residents in Bahía de Banderas. Autotransportes Medina's, ATM, faces backlash as fares soar by 20% on Bahía de Banderas routes. Users criticize lack of notice and service quality concerns. Stay tuned to hear these stories and more on CPS News with Jessy and Brent.
All right, so let's get started with the news. The Movimiento Ciudadano, or Citizen Movement's candidate for Puerto Vallarta's mayor race, made a bold statement sparking his campaign. Here's Stoli with our first story tonight.
Ramon Guerrero Martinez, the Citizen Movement's candidate for Puerto Vallarta's mayoralty, launched his campaign with a dramatic move, shutting down the Michel family's business at midnight despite awaiting approval from the IEPC. Instituto Electoral y de Participación Ciudadana de Jalisco, or in English, Electoral and Citizen Participation Institute of Jalisco. Supporters gathered at Infonavit Square for the rally, where Diego Franco Jimenez and Jessica Zatarrein also addressed the crowd, promising infrastructure improvements and denouncing corruption, respectively. Guerrero delivered a passionate speech accusing the Michels of profiteering from essential services while neglecting infrastructure and security. He pledged to address these issues and issued a stern ultimatum: solve the water crisis within 18 months or resign. The event concluded with a silent march to the Michel family's business, symbolizing the start of Guerrero's campaign against corruption and for change in Puerto Vallarta. With information from Carolina Gomez, Stoli, CPS News.
Well, Ramon Guerrero Martinez's campaign kicked off began with a symbolic silent march, and honestly, there hasn't been much silence in this campaign so far, so maybe a bit of quiet is a welcome change. Now here's Brent with another political story, and this time it's about the Partido Verde, or Green Party's candidate.
Luis Munguia, the Green Party's candidate for Puerto Vallarta's mayor, launched his campaign with a bold call to oust the Michels, accompanied by fellow candidates for local and federal positions. The 4-hour event commenced at Pitial Square, where a diverse crowd gathered for a march to La Liga Sports Complex. Highlighting unity within Puerto Vallarta's leadership, Munguia's speech was preceded by endorsements from supporters like Lucia Carmina Michel and Councilor Carla Esparza, who condemned corruption and pledged to uphold integrity. Federal deputy candidate Magli Ferroso echoed this sentiment, urging voters to reject the Michel's legacy of corruption. Yusara Canales, seeking a re-election, emphasized their alliance's commitment to transformative governance. Munguia cited his roots in the city, rallied supporters to join him in removing the Michels, promising ethical leadership. The event concluded with Munguia announcing key appointments within his campaign team. Overall, the launch signaled a unified front against corruption and a pledge to restore integrity in Puerto Vallarta's government. With information from Carolina Gomez. Now, back to Jessy with even more political news because 'tis the season.
It's true, Brent. 'Tis the season. Now, the third candidate, María de Jesús López Delgado, Morena's candidate for Puerto Vallarta's mayor, began her campaign with a vibrant march, declaring she wants to be the first female mayor and pledging to combat corruption. Amid chants and music, she talked about important things she wants to do, like spending public money carefully and listening to what people need. López Delgado said she'll work with other governments to share money and focus on making the city grow in a good way. She asked people to support her plan to help make Puerto Vallarta better. Overall, her start to the campaign shows she wants to make big changes and bring hope to Puerto Vallarta. And just FYI, her husband is the current governor. They want to keep it in the family. Thanks, Brenda Beltran, for the information provided. Now, Brent has some news from our sponsor, Hospital Hoya.
Question: are you prioritizing your health and your well-being? Seize the opportunity to safeguard your wellness at Hospital Hoya, where a comprehensive range of services awaits, including thorough medical checkups, advanced laboratory and imaging facilities, expert consultations with specialized physicians, around-the-clock emergency care, and state-of-the-art intensive care and pediatric units, alongside various other amenities. For further details or to schedule an appointment, just reach out to them at 322-266-1010 or 322-226-8181. Stay updated on promotions and exclusive offers by following their social media profiles. Remember, your health and that of your loved ones is paramount. Hospital Hoya, your trusted partner in health. Now, coming up, what would our newscast be like if we didn't have a Myrtha story? I have no idea because we haven't had one of those in a while. So let the telenovela continue with Stoli reading this week's episode of the Myrtha Chronicles.
In recent weeks, uncertainty has surrounded Myrtha Villalbazo Amaya's candidacy for Morena in the Bahía de Banderas mayoral race. Despite initial support from the national leadership, ongoing investigations by the Nayarit Attorney General's office into alleged misconduct during her time in office have raised doubts. Accusations include misuse of authority and illegal property dealings. Villalbazo's absence from public life further fuels speculation. While she sought legal protection against potential arrest, recent reports suggest her request was denied. This leaves her candidacy vulnerable. Internally, Morena Nacional is deliberating alternatives, including replacing Villalbazo with other contenders like Héctor Santana and Dr. Daniela Sahun Flores. Both continue to support Claudia Sheinbaum's presidential campaign, hoping for consideration either for the mayoralty or a vacant local deputy position. With registration approaching in late April, the party advises patience, anticipating a decision by mid-April. With information from Israel Torres, Stoli, CPS News.
Well, Myrtha Villalbazo's campaign for mayor is uncertain because of investigations. It's not clear if she can even run anymore. Who will vote for her? This situation is similar to the presidential race in the USA, if you know what I mean. Stay tuned for more updates next week. Now, here's Barbara with another update on the soon-to-be-completed toll road.
Construction of the bypass from La Cruz de Guanacaste to the Ixtapa delegation in Puerto Vallarta is making rapid progress. The first phase, covering about 10 kilometers, has been paved, with finishing touches now remaining. Notably, a bridge spanning a stream is nearly 70% complete. The road, flanked by panoramic views, is expected to cut travel time down significantly. Concrete work is advancing towards the next section, with completion anticipated by April 2024. The final segments, including a bridge over the Ameca River, are undergoing the preparatory work. Projections suggest the completion of the bridge by September 2024, though route conditions may affect these timelines. With information from Israel Torres, Barbara Lapointe, CPS News.
I know that the completion of that bypass is really being looked forward to by a lot of people. It's going to save time, but of course there's a bit of money involved too. What's your opinion about it all?
I think it's going to be great when we do have it. I mean, going from La Cruz to Ixtapa, it's going to be so much easier. So I'm hopeful that it's going to get done soon. Plus, now with the new road that we have from Puerto Vallarta to Guadalajara, we need this road, because there's a lot more cars that are driving to Puerto Vallarta. But anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about some events. You went to an event last week, which was really awesome. And we love it when you guys tell us and invite us, to your events. So please keep doing that. We love it. But right now, we do have to go to a commercial break. Is that right? It
is. So hang in there with us. We got to get paid. We got to get the sponsors out there. So hang in there. We'll see you in just a minute. Thanks for tuning in.
CPS News. Your language.
Welcome back. We have more stories for you guys. And I'm curious, how did you like the eclipse? Do you have really cool pictures of it? Let us know on the comments. Anyways, and so how did you like the eclipse today?
I shaded my eyes. I didn't have glasses, but I'm looking forward to seeing photos of it. And speaking of photos, we're going to be talking about photos in just a little while. So if you're a photographer, don't tune out. We've got an important information for you coming up.
It's true. Now let's go to more news. And this time, Rodrigo is going to tell us a little bit about this next story.
Autotransportes Medina, best known in the region as ATM, increased its fares by 20% on all routes to Bahía de Banderas since March 27th, leading to complaints from users about the lack of prior notice and the perceived disparity between the fare hike and service quality. The company defended the increase, stating it was authorized by the Technical Mobility Commission of Nayarit and Governor Miguel Ángel Navarro Quintero, following a decree published in March 2023. ATM justified the hike due to the absence of fare adjustments for 2 years, affecting earnings and hindering investments in new vehicles. While notices were reportedly posted on vehicles beforehand, some users felt blindsided. The hope is that increased revenue will lead to service improvements, but citizens remain skeptical, expressing widespread dissatisfaction with the abrupt fare increase. With information from Israel Torres, Rodrigo López Becerril, CPS News.
Well, prices are going up and citizens remain skeptical. What do you all think of prices in our area? This is just one example, of course, but we would love to hear what you all think and share some deals too if you have them. Now here's Barbara with the lineup of cruisers coming to our area soon to spend their money.
In April, Puerto Vallarta is set to welcome 23 international cruise arrivals, including 2 triples, as per the city's national port calendar system. This month kicked off with a cruise arrival, with doubles arrivals last week featuring notable ships like the Carnival Panorama and the Ruby Princess. Additionally, on Saturday, the Zadam stayed overnight at the destination. Throughout the month, various cruise ships like Boledam, Discovery Princess, Navigator of the Seas, and Carnival Panorama will make appearances, with some days hosting triple arrivals. Notably, strict verification procedures are in place for all vessel arrivals to ensure the safety of the ship, the marine port community, and residents. With information from Brenda Beltran, Barbara Lapointe, CPS News.
Well, thanks, Barbara. And I know the local businesses are eager to get these cruisers in with their Hawaiian shirts and their wads of money in their pockets. But now here's Jessy, and she's going to tell you about one of my favorite sponsors and how you can learn more Spanish today.
Unlock the door to a world of language through American English Tree's Dynamic Institute, offering both in-person and online classes with an excellent program for seamless learning of Spanish and English. And when you register as a Spanish student, you provide a 100% English scholarship to a child in need. Join in spreading the joy of language and making a positive impact in our community. Reach out to get started at 322-236-5924 or visit them at Plaza Caracol right behind the bowling alley. Mention CPS News and receive a 10% discount on your lesson plan. Remember, American English Tree. Speak it, understand it, enjoy it.
Well, thank you for that, Jessy, and I hope you're doing well, Eddie, and the entire American English Tree team. Appreciate what you guys do for us and for the public. Now, in a more serious story, critical challenges plagued a few hospitals, such as malfunctioning facilities, staff shortages, and inadequate resources, which are endangering the health of local residents. I know our audience wants to know more about this story, and it's being brought to you by Hector.
The hospitals in Tondoroque and San Pancho are facing critical challenges, including malfunctioning operating rooms, a severe shortage of medical staff, and an inability to handle medical emergencies. These issues have persisted for months, endangering the health and safety of the local population in Bahía de Banderas. Communication from emergency services reveals that paramedics are often turned away due to insufficient resources, leaving injured individuals untreated. Text messages from the San Pancho Hospital explicitly state their inability to admit patients due to a lack of medical staff and available beds. Despite Governor Miguel Ángel Navarro Quintero's claims of satisfaction with healthcare services, residents and healthcare workers lament years of neglect in these hospitals. The introduction of the IMSS Bienestar system was hoped to bring improvement, but reports suggest a worsening situation, with increased inefficiency and continuous staff shortages. Critics highlight a stark disparity in investment, with resources favoring hospitals in the state capital, while those in the southern region struggle. This neglect extends beyond infrastructure to the salary and working condition of healthcare personnel, compounding the challenges faced by these communities. With information from Israel Torres, CPS News.
Thank you for that interesting story, Hector. I appreciate hearing all about that. But a little while ago, I teased our viewers about photos and what's going on. Well, look behind me. If you've been watching our newscast right here, you guys have seen these photos a lot.
Oh, yes.
So
you need more.
Yeah, are you getting sick of them? So I know there's a lot of photographers out there. So here's what we need. So pay attention. This is what we need. You photographers out there, we need night shots. We need sunset shots, because this is the evening news of Puerto Vallarta. And if you take some high quality shots, you can send it to this link right below. Choose either Google or Dropbox and send your photos in for a chance for your photos to star behind us on CPS Evening News.
Yes, your name will also be on the screen. And of course, they're gonna be in a competition. If you get a #1 prize, if you get #1, you will get a prize.
We hope so.
So it's going to be great. Send in your pictures. There's the link so that they can be high definition, like Brent said, and you will get a prize. So Absolutely. It's going to be great. And then we'll be able to see more of Puerto Vallarta's evenings and sunsets. Isn't that wonderful and beautiful?
It's great, and I can't wait to see them. I love this guy behind me, this seahorse dude. He's always there. I love him. You match this background, nice. But it's time for some new stuff. All right, with that, let's have some more fun. It's our favorite segment. It's your favorite segment. It's time for Laura's Leisure List.
Thanks, team. I'm excited to share some awesome events in Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas coming up this week. Join us every Sunday to experience the finest music from guest musicians amidst a beautiful, natural, and artistic ambiance at El Centro Cultural Vallartense. Located right next to the Rio Qual, enjoy the serene setting on Calle Quimichin corner with Calle Naranjo. Immerse yourself in an unforgettable musical journey every Sunday afternoon. Admission is free. Step into a time machine and journey back to the neon-soaked streets of the 1980s, where big hair, boomboxes, and the Brat Pack ruled the silver screen. Step into a time machine and journey back to the neon-soaked streets of the 1980s, where big hair, boomboxes, and the Brat Pack ruled the silver screen. Get ready to experience the ultimate blast from the past as we present the Battles of the 80s Movies event. We started with a field of 64 movies, and after a fierce competition, a winner has been crowned. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Join us for an unforgettable night filled with nostalgia, including a costume contest. Put on your best 80s look for a chance to win fantastic prizes. Participate in our exciting contest during the movie intermission for even more chances to win. Giveaways. Don't miss out on the opportunity to score some awesome prizes. And finally, a 50-50 raffle for charity. Support a great cause by purchasing tickets for the 50-50 raffle, with proceeds benefiting the Vallarta School for Girls. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 13th at 6:30 p.m. at 1 Beach Street in Zona Romantica. It's going to be a tubular event you won't want to miss. Attention runners, get ready to experience the excitement of the Puerto Vallarta Marathon in its 5th edition. On Sunday, April 21st, 2024, the streets of Puerto Vallarta will be buzzing with an incredible running event, with the marathon and half marathon starting at 5:30 a.m., followed by the 5K and 10K recreational run at 5:45. Categories are for everyone, from 18-year-olds to the seasoned veterans of 60 years and above. And don't miss out on the amazing prize pool totaling 500,000 pesos. Join in for an unforgettable sporting experience in beautiful Puerto Vallarta on April 21st. Showcase your artistic talent. Join the California Sister Cities Call for the Young Artist Exhibition. Register now, unleash your creativity. Don't miss out on the chance to win cash prizes ranging from $100 to $1,500. If you're a high school artist from anywhere in the world, this is your opportunity to shine. Register now at californiasummit.org/art before April 15th to participate. Also, you can visit californiasummit.org/art for more information and to submit your entry today. I hope you all enjoyed that great lineup of events. Back to you guys for more news.
Thanks, Laura. Oh my gosh, those events seem like a lot of fun, especially the Gen X movie event. I'm getting my outfit ready already, and I hope to see you guys there. So if you see us at any one of these events, please say hi. And right now we're gonna go with Mr. Lane with a bit of Tech Talk before our final story for tonight.
Do you frequently rent vacation apartments or Airbnb properties and find yourself facing hefty bills for electricity and water? Did you know that you could effortlessly manage your home's lighting, air conditioning, and security remotely without even being present? With Savvy Control Home, you can make a significant long-term savings. Take charge of your home's automation and control it from anywhere you are. Visit them at Carretera Punta de Mita, kilometer 1.5, local 9 in La Cruz, or reach out to them at 329-114923 for further details. Simplify your life with Savvy Control Home. And now our final story. We have Leisure List Laura sharing a story with you about what to do if you need medical assistance. It's the weekend, it's late night. Let's hear all about it.
A team comprising of a general practitioner, 2 nurses, an ambulance operator, and cleaning staff have been assigned for the newly inaugurated overnight emergency and weekend care services at Eames Clinic 27 in San Jose del Valle, Bahía de Banderas, which commenced operation on Monday, April 1st. As Marco Antonio Inda, the director of the Family Medical Unit, disclosed to a local media outlet, these services will be available Monday through Friday from 8 p.m. to 6:45 a.m. and on Saturdays and Sundays from 6:45 a.m. to 11 p.m. During these hours, consultations and emergencies will be prioritized, with the initial presence of one doctor ensuring swift attention to urgent cases. This significant development serves the population entitled to use this clinic and enhances the municipality's pre-hospital medical care coverage. Furthermore, there are indications from the clinic's management of plans to expand the medical staff to accommodate a larger patient volume and potentially transition to a 24/7 service. Notably, this milestone comes 16 years after the clinic's inauguration in 2007, representing the first instance of such comprehensive emergency services being offered. With information from Israel Torres, Laura Lane, CPS News.
Well, I'm pretty happy about that last story, and I'm glad that, should I fall and smash my head on the concrete at night at 2 a.m. on a Saturday, which can happen, I've got somewhere to go.
I know, they didn't have this for 16 years, you guys. 16 years without, a night care. So congratulations.
Good job. And so again, I hope you guys, and some of you made it out to the Sand and Strings Festival up in Sayulita.
Yeah, that was really fun. I hope they do it again this year. I think they will. We all had a really good time in Sayulita. If you want more information about it and what you missed, you can go to the Sand and String Festival.com. There's their website.
Absolutely.
But anyways, I also want to remind you to listen to Asphalt, Vallarta's own local all-English radio show. It's every Saturday from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. Brent and me, we always have a good time, and it's great if you guys are listening. So we always have a lot of really good giveaways. So don't forget to listen. It's on 98.3 FM right on your radio dial. And if you don't listen to the radio, you can always go to radiante.fm. There is the link right there.
Perfect. And we're super fun there. We're fun here, but most of the time, we're just happy you guys joined us. So again, thank you so much for joining us tonight, for listening and watching CPS News, the news that speaks your language. Have a great evening, and we'll be right back here a week from now on Monday night with more news.
Have a good night.
CPS News. News that speaks your language.